Guys, today we will review the Bitcoin prices, which is August 21st, and we will turn to indicators such as volume analysis and go through the futures data. That is open interest, correlation with traditional markets, Bitcoin dominance, heat map, liquidation zones, horizontal volume, and accordingly, we will briefly go over the news. All of this will be as quick as possible, and I have everything prepared. For more detailed and specific information, there will be a Telegram channel in the description. Why? Because when we approach a certain level, most often we need to observe in real time. Let's move on to the first point. We will do a volume analysis together. There is an incredibly interesting level at 50,200. In principle, we are currently near this level, and we broke through it uncertainly with a candle, of course, with a bounce because there is a shadow. Nevertheless, we broke through it with a good spike in selling volume. This indicates that there are currently quite a few sellers. Also, the volume has decreased, but there are no specific patterns for execution at the moment. But most importantly, I will now explain to you where I got these levels from, as you can see from the thinnest to the widest. These are the three key Bitcoin prices from which I will expect a reaction to the downside. That is, the first one is at the amount of 59,870, the second one is at the amount of 64,489, and the third one is at 61,500. 60,489 and 3 is at 60,1,500. Basically, these are the levels we need right now, at the moment. I think that, in my opinion, from these prices, Bitcoin will start to fall again. But in fact, we are in consolidation, meaning this is one of the largest accumulation phases right now, ranging from 49 to about 7 to 10k. In this range we are holding after the halving. There is no bubble observed yet, meaning this asset is not currently overvalued. Now let's go over the open interest together. Open interest is also in consolidation, but of course it more indicates a decline, meaning we see large drops in open interest according to CoinGlass. Now let's move on to the liquidation map. So what I mean is that we might go a little higher, but in fact we should drop a bit lower. In terms of Bitcoin dominance, we are at 56.8%. Therefore, for now, Bitcoin remains a confident crypto asset that holds interest. So for now, Bitcoin remains a very reliable crypto asset that still holds interest. And currently, people, traders, so everything is fine with dominance. According to the liquidation map, look, in 4 hours, longs were liquidated for only 60,000, while shorts were liquidated for 1 million. So, accordingly, it is currently more profitable to go long. But now I will explain the most important thing to you. In 12 hours, we see that Ethereum longs were liquidated by 4 million and shorts by 1 million. A Bitcoin long position of 3.5 million and a short position of 5 million, meaning more short sellers are being liquidated again. But if we look at the 24-hour chart, we can see that short positions have been liquidated by only 7 million, while long positions by 22 million. That is, in the longer term, of course, it is better to short now, but I would lean a little towards a different strategy, averaging. What is averaging? It's when you buy cheaper, even cheaper, to sell at a higher price. Here's what I see. Look, we have a so-called liquidation map that shows the levels, and we have the largest liquidation at 37 million at the level of 65.76. That's why I have a level at 65.76. I took it a little higher. Look, this is the given level. Here it is. 65.76. I took it a little higher. Look, this is the level. Here it is. I have it specifically at 6508 a little earlier. Why? Because I have often observed that the price doesn't reach $50 and then drops down. Since this is a liquidation map, it is again based on approximate indicators, but nevertheless it works very well. I recently predicted future movements on Twitter and in the Telegram channel, and it came true. According to Fibonacci 618, we are at 49,600. I can't say for sure that we will get there, but nevertheless we can average out using the Fibonacci grid regarding horizontal volume. This is probably one of the important indicators that will show where the main money is hidden. So I also draw from the maximum, well, from 70 on the 30-minute time frame to 49 with some change. And we see that the largest accumulation of money is at 64,200. As for the news, there are still mass expectations. In general, everyone still sees a lot of a bullish trend. But I think it's worth going against the crowd, but okay, that's a minor detail. What's the most important thing? We are currently at a volume cluster. If we do not hold this volume, it is exactly at the price of 6,500. This is the most important level. As soon as we reach 6,500, we need to watch for a spike in volumes and overall price behavior. If we stay below and do not break through, if the attempt is unsuccessful, then I expect the price to fall. At the very least, we will definitely drop to 50,600. I would short. Why are we analyzing Bitcoin right now? Because Bitcoin pulls the majority of cryptocurrencies along with it. Again, there will be more analysis in the Telegram channel because we need to act in real time, meaning we need to adapt. And most importantly, write in the comments what vision you see, what price you are expecting. I am interested to see what the majority thinks. And which coins would you like us to analyze? Currently, I am analyzing the movement of Bitcoin. Why? Because this is an important moment. We have identified the liquidation zones. The main liquidation zones are if we take long positions at 65.76. Well, there is one more, a bit higher, but they are not very significant anymore. This is 61,500, which is exactly where I have it too. If you see, the level is 61,500. So everything matches with the liquidations. And also regarding volumes, the last spike in volumes occurred during an attempt to restore the bullish movement. That is, the market movement was insignificant. The market movement was quite insignificant, but there was a good, confident spike in volumes. But I think that we still won't go above these three levels and will go even lower. Regarding the news, look, for now, people generally believe in the bullish trend and think that everything will be fine. Among the bad news, there is news about Changpeng Zhao, the founder of Binance. There are moments now where repeat lawsuits are being filed again. If he is given the case, it will put blockchain into question, which will negatively affect the overall cryptocurrency industry. But this will happen only in October. September is coming, and September is usually a really great month for crypto. So within the day, I would trade within the corridors we discussed. Let's see what we have in terms of Bitcoin dominance right now. So look, Bitcoin dominance is holding at 56.89, 56.90%. This is quite good in terms of percentage, meaning that 56% of all the money in cryptocurrency is held in Bitcoin, and the remaining 44% is held in other cryptocurrencies. When you see that Bitcoin dominance is falling, it means that there is some danger, investors see some risk and are transferring from one asset to another to a more reliable one. Which assets are more reliable? I can also analyze them if there is interest. There are quite a few, starting with Ethereum, XRP, Solana. Everything is fine in terms of correlation as well. I have already entered the S&P 500. So far, the S&P 500 is holding in an upward trend. And if we consider the global movements of Bitcoin, we are also in an uptrend. Regarding the delta, we are still at the bottom, but there is a slight reversal, which indicates a short upward movement. Alright folks, in general, stay in touch. Briefly with you, we discussed everything, went through everything. Write your opinion. There will be much more of such videos in the future. They will be released every day. I want to do this at 7 AM and provide more concise information, but in fact we will fit into 7-10 minutes, but it will be every day.